Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today is the second episode of From the Lives of the Companions of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. The Sahabi of today, his name is Amro ibn el-Jamooh. Amro ibn el-Jamooh was one of the Ansar. Ansar are those who supported Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam from Medina. He was one of the heads of Yathrib, the head of Banu Salama, the sons of Salama. Okay? And he was very generous. He was very well known in Medina. As the habit of all those who are famous, the heads of their people, he would have his own statue, his own idol. And he used to name it Mana. And he made Mana out of wood, the best of the types of wood, the best brand. And he would use the most expensive types of perfumes or brands of perfumes to perfume his idol. While at Medina, before Rasulullah's arrival to Medina, Rasulullah sent the first ambassador in Islam, Mus'ab ibn Umair. He was in his 20s to Medina to teach the people of Medina Islam and to teach them Quran. Now, Mus'ab ibn Umair didn't know all the Quran, didn't know all the teachings of Islam. Therefore, he went with what he knew. So you don't have to be like an expert in Islam to convey the message of Islam. We convey the message of Islam with our manners, with our behavior. So Amr ibn al-Jamooh, his wife's name was Hind, and he had 3 sons. All of them embraced Islam. Their mother saw them, she embraced Islam too. But Amr ibn al-Jamooh didn't know about this. He started to hear about Mus'ab ibn Umair. He started to hear about the call of Mus'ab ibn Umair. He hated it. He didn't want to hear about it. And he was so much scared that some of his sons, or all of his sons, could just follow Mus'ab. So he used to warn his wife, "Hey, Hind, don't ever let your sons go to this man and listen from him. Okay? I don't want them to abandon the religion of their fathers and their ancestors." That's worshipping idols, of course. Well, his kids' name or his sons' names were Mu'wadh wa Mu'adh wa Khallad. And they had a friend. His name was Mu'adh ibn Jabal, radiyallahu anhum ajma'in. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with all of them. All of them were Muslims. So Hind talked to him and she said, "I heard that he says good words. You should hear you should hear your son Mu'wadh talk about him." And because he went to him and he listened. He said, "Has he abandoned the religion of his fathers?" She said, No, he didn't. But he just heard from him. And he says it's good words. Okay, so why don't you just listen from your son? So he called his son. And he said, "What is it that you heard from the man who came from Mecca?" Meaning Mus'ab. So his son recited Surah Al-Fatiha. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata alladhina an'amta alayhim. Ghayri al-maghdubi alayhim wa lad-dallin. Amin. So Amr ibn al-Jamooh said, "Wallahi, these are very good words. These are very good words. But don't abandon the religion of your parents, your fathers, your ancestors." Well, at that time, only few people, the heads of the families, were left non-Muslim. They didn't believe yet. So, his sons wanted their father to become a Muslim. So their father, after he heard Al-Fatiha, he went to his idol and he said, "Listen, Mana, I've heard about this man who came from Mecca. I heard good words from him. What do you think of me embracing Islam?" He was talking to the idol. And the idol didn't reply back. He said, "Oh, I know you might be very angry right now. I will leave you for 3 days and then I will come to ask you again." Subhanallah al-Azim. His son, one of the sons, heard their father talk to the idol, Manah. Then they made a plot. They wanted to trick their father. Therefore, at night, when their father went to sleep, they went to the idol, they took the idol, and they threw it in one of the holes. This is what's written in the book. One of the holes means what? At that time, they didn't have bathrooms, they didn't have toilets. So each family, okay, and when I say a family, I mean a big family, like a brother and his brothers and sisters, okay, they would dig a hole for themselves to use it as a toilet. So when we say a hole, one of the dirt hole or dirty holes, we mean this, okay? So they went to one of these holes and they threw manna. So their father woke up at night, woke up in the morning, and he went to look at manna to say good morning to manna, but he didn't find it. So he started to look for it everywhere, until he found this idol thrown in one of these holes. So he took it out. He started to clean it. He started to put perfumes to it, and he started to apologize to it. And he said, whoever did this to you will be punished the most horrible punishment ever. At night, he went to sleep. He left the idol alone. His sons came back with their friend Mu'adh ibn Jabal, and they took the idol and they threw him in a different hole. They threw the idol in a different hole. Then, in the morning, Amro ibn el-Jamooh woke up, looked for the idol. He did exactly what he did the previous day or the day before, and he got it from the hole. He fished it out, and he started to clean it. He started to perfume it, and he started to curse whoever did this to his God. At night, he said, listen, Manah, you know I go to sleep, and I can't protect you the whole night. Here's a sword, and protect yourself from whoever does this to you. I may not be able to protect you at night when I'm asleep. So, at night, his sons and their friend Mu'adh ibn Jabal came. They took Manah, they took the sword, and they tied Manah with a dead dog. Okay, this is a gesture of a great humiliation. And they threw him. They threw the idol with the dead dog in one of the holes. So he woke up. Their father woke up in the morning. Amro ibn el-Jamooh. That's the name of their father. He woke up in the morning. He looked for manna everywhere. He didn't find it. So he started to look in these holes until he found his God thrown in one of the holes, tied with a dead dog. He said to the idol, "Wallahi, if you had any use, you could have defended yourself. You could have defended yourself. Now that you are dead, now you are thrown in this dirty hole or hole of dirt, tied with a dog, you are good for nothing." Then he went to meet Mus'ab ibn Umair to embrace Islam. There, he met his three sons with their friend Mu'adh ibn Jabal. Radiallahu anhum ajma'in. May Allah be pleased with all of them. He embraced Islam, and his sons were so much happy by their fathers coming to Mus'ab ibn Umair to embrace Islam. And he started to learn Islam, to learn Quran from Mus'ab ibn Umair until Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam came to Medina. When Rasulullah sallallahu came to Medina, he met Rasulullah sallallahu and he became very close to Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, learning all the teachings of Islam from Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Then came Badr, the Battle of Badr. He didn't go because he was lame, meaning that one of his legs was shorter than the other one. So he would lame when he walks. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala excused those who are lame from participating in the battles. Then came Uhud, and in Uhud, for some reason, he decided to go to fight with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. His three sons and Mu'adh said, "Why do you need to go? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has excused you. So you don't have to go outside, you don't have to go with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We can do this for you, we fight for you." But he said, "No, I want to get the shahada, to get the martyrdom from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And he was so much determined about this that he went to Rasulullah ﷺ to complain about his sons. He said, I want to complain about my sons. When Rasulullah ﷺ hears that a father wants to complain about his sons, he would ask the sons to come, because this is a great sin in Islam. Okay, you don't disobey your father or your mother. So they came and they told Rasulullah ﷺ the story. So Rasulullah ﷺ said, what is it that you want? They said, I'm lame. They said, I can't fight. And I want to have martyrdom. And I want to walk in Jannah with my feet that is shorter than the other. Which means that I want to walk lame in Jannah. Rasulullah ﷺ said, leave him with what he wants to do, for may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him the martyrdom that he is seeking. So he went. In Uhud, the first part of the battle was for the Muslims. The Muslims has defeated, but when the archers disobeyed Rasulullah ﷺ, the war balance tipped to the other side, and the mushrikeen, or the non-believers of Mecca, defeated the Muslims, and Muslims started to fly away or started to fled, leaving Rasulullah ﷺ unprotected, except few of the Sahaba were among Rasulullah ﷺ to protect him from whatever. Among them was Amro el-Jamooh and his son Khulad. So they did their best defending Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam until many of the Muslimin came back to defend Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and they found at the end of the battle that Amr ibn al-Jamooh and his son, the youngest of them, were killed by the non-believers. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam ordered the Muslims in this day not to clean any of the bodies, not to change anything that they will find them, not to change the status they will find them on. Just take them and put them into their graves. The Muslimin did this. When they came to Amr ibn al-Jamooh radiyallahu anhu, Rasulullah sallallahu ordered them. He said, bury Amr ibn al-Jamooh with Abdullah ibn Amr. They put both of them in the same grave. Why is that? Rasulullah said, they were friends in this life. They were true friends, very close to each other in this life, and inshallah, they will be the same in Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be pleased with Amr ibn al-Jamooh, who embraced Islam at an old age, who fought for the sake of Islam at a very old age, who decided that he should do his best to convey the message of Islam, to pay what he has to pay to bring us the message as clear as it is right now. This will end the episode of Amr ibn al-Jamooh radiyallahu anhu. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله العظيم لي ولكم. Inshallah, I will see you in the next episode with Salman al-Farisi radiyallahu anhu. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.